Well, howdy doody, everybody. Hello and happy Wednesday. Sheesh, welcome to our Sonic Advance 3 stream. I'm super looking forward to tonight. Kaylee, welcome on in. How you doing? Actually, Benji's not here tonight. It's just me here this evening. Benji had a day off today, surprisingly. Um, and when I came home from work today, I don't know what it was. I think my sleep schedule has just been all over the place recently. But I came home, gosh, and fell asleep at like 2 o'clock, and then probably woke up. Actually, I woke up at 7, like at 7 something, and then went right to Discord and was like, "Hi guys, 7:30, please." Oh, there's Benjamin. Hi, baby. How are you? How's your day off been? So I have just been kind of snoozing, and then Benji had a day off, so he's been at home and he's been reorganizing his record collection, and just getting all set up at home and enjoying his day off and listening to audiobooks. So yeah, we just had a little day to ourselves, I guess. But then tomorrow, I think we're both off tomorrow, so I am gonna go to his house and probably bring him some breakfast. Yeah, that's our plan. That's our plan for tomorrow. That's the next time we'll be hanging out. Saw him in the viewers. Oh, okay. You know, I always forget that that's something that you could do, but I also like never really realize how up to date and correct some of that is, because sometimes I'll look in the viewers, even if I have like 4 viewers and there's like 15 people in there, and I'm like, well, that doesn't make any sense. So today took a 3-hour nap as well. Incredible. I love a nap. I love a nap when it's like, healthy and justified, but sometimes my body's like, sleep for 5 hours in the middle of the day. But I mean, it's not that I'm necessarily against it. I tend to tell myself if my body is going to sleep that long, it means that my body needs to sleep that long. But then there are other times that, on the other end, it's like, okay, when I actually do go to bed, it'll be like 11 o'clock and I'm just lying there like, because I'm well rested. So it's really stressful. Clean, started and listened to my audiobook, watched a little movie. But what'd you watch? Did you watch something that we haven't watched, or did you watch something that like I've watched but you have? Like, what'd you watch? Sorry, I'm curious. I'm wondering if I have to catch up at all. Always be very honest. Any Mashimo, always say hi to Benji as well when I join. That is so valid. He'll be here. Like, it's not like he won't be here. Even if he's not physically here, he'll be here like digitally. So, no, that's definitely valid. I watched Black Swan. Oh, okay. Still have not seen that. Which is funny. I like the director. I've seen like his other works that people don't enjoy as much. It was directed by Darren Aronofsky, who also directed The Whale with Brendan Fraser, which Brendan Fraser won his Oscar for. And he also directed Mother with Jennifer Lawrence. That movie was fucking weird, and I don't know if it was good weird. It was interesting. It was fun to discuss, but I don't know if it was like good, Need to show you that movie. No, I like the cast, obviously. Like, I like Natalie Portman. I like, Mila Kunis? Is that the other person in that movie? I don't know why I'm forgetting off the top of my head. IMDb. I think it's Mila Kunis. Yes. Benji, I just went to IMDb, and the person who directed Poor Things has a new movie coming out in June with Emma Stone. Oh my God, this cast. Emma Stone, Jesse Plemons, Willem Dafoe, Hong Chow, and Hunter Schafer. It's called Kinds of Kindness. I'm there. I'm literally there. There are other names too, but I don't recognize all of them. Oh, Mamudo? I'm not sure how you pronounce that name. Mamudo Athi? I think I actually recognize him physically, but I don't recognize the name. Margaret Qualley, I don't know. Joe Alwyn, I don't know. Joe Alwyn. Oh, actually has been in a lot of notable things, but nothing I've seen. Okay, so yeah, June 21st. I would like to go see that, please. Your Soul's great. Natalie Portman, Mila Kunis, Winona Ryder, the person who plays Korra, as in like Legends of Korra. Oh, Korra from Once Upon a Time. Oh, okay. I know who you're talking about. I forget her name though, but I know who you're talking about. You're watching military movies today? Which one? I am not a military film aficionado, but I've seen a lot of them in the last few years that have been like nominated for Best Picture. So like I watched All Quiet on the Western Front last year. I watched Dunkirk, even though that was like 7 years ago already, which is kind of insane. Excuse me, I don't know why I'm yawning. I really don't have any right to yawn. I just napped for like 5 hours. Nicholas Galzatine? Nicholas Galzatine. I don't recognize the name. Doesn't mean I don't recognize his body of work. Oh. Do you think I might like him as an actor or like to look at? Because I'll look at him. Oh, he was in the movie Bottoms, which I never saw, but I actually heard was really fun. I actually do really want to see that. I heard that was fun. Okay, he's been in a couple TV shows that I recognize, but nothing that I've seen, I don't think. I'll definitely stare. I am okay with staring at him. He's very nice to stare at. I watched Act of Valor, Top Gun, and Top Gun Maverick. Yo, okay, so I haven't seen the first Top Gun, but I have seen Top Gun Maverick. It was good. Okay, I am very critical when it comes to movies. So, like, I have a more layered opinion. I think that it was just good. I think the effects and, like, when they were in the planes, I was astounded. When they weren't in the planes, I did not care. I think the script was a little rough. I think some of the characters were a little, you know, there. But when they were in the planes, I was super into that. However, next time Benji and I go to Walmart, or maybe if I can find it at the, you know, it's not a Newberry Comics, but it's basically a Newberry Comics. It's like a local chain near us, where I've gotten a lot of DVDs. I saw at Walmart, they have Top Gun and Top Gun Maverick in a collection for $5 on DVD. And I was like, that's just a good deal. I was like, that's truthfully just a good deal. I would buy Top Gun Maverick alone for $5, and then they're just kind of giving you another movie. Oh, no, I know exactly what Black Swan is. Like, I know what it's about. I just haven't seen it. Which is really surprising, because actually, Emma, like my best friend from school, Emma, was super into that movie. And the reason why she was super into it, or excuse me, because she was super into it, that's why she was really excited about Mother with Jennifer Lawrence, and then she saw Mother and like fucking despised it. Even though I saw it too and was like, I don't know, I thought it was at least interesting. Good? I don't know, but interesting? Sure. Sebastian Stan is in it too for like 0.5 seconds. Oh, okay. Oh, that must have been like early in his career then. And by early, I mean before his Marvel break, because I feel like that's what launched so many people into stardom in like the 2010s. I think you might like both. Yeah, that's fair. Horty, thank you for the 300 bits and for the toots in my ear. How you doing? Happy Wednesday. This work in Purple Hearts was amazing. Purple Hearts. I don't know if I recognize that off the top of my head. I don't know. I can be like a walking IMDb page in some aspects and then like totally clueless in others. Oh, it's a Netflix show. Okay. That's probably why. Honestly, it's kind of silly. I am really not on Netflix like at all. Like I use my brother's Netflix account, but I just don't even check it anymore because I feel like Netflix now is more so for like original content ever since like studios started producing their own streaming services, and most of Netflix's original content I just am not super bothered by. I like Stranger Things. I do like Stranger Things. I really liked Sense8, but that was mostly because it was gay, not because it was good. Yeah, that's kind of my extended Netflix. And every now and then, actually, I really enjoyed like the John Mulaney specials on Netflix, and like Oh Hello, which is also with John Mulaney and Nick Kroll. I definitely watched some like true crime documentaries on Netflix too, especially like during the pandemic when Kim was saying this other stream when like everybody and their mother was into true crime during the pandemic. I definitely watched a few of those when I was on lockdown. Okay, if you want the more action, you should see the original plane fights. Oh yeah, I definitely should watch the first Top Gun because I think it would make the second one make a lot more sense. I actually went to go see Top Gun Maverick in theaters with my dad, and we don't have an IMAX theater super duper close to us, but we have like the company that runs near us has something called RPX, which is it's just a bigger theater screen with like more involved sound. So we saw Top Gun there, and that was a cool place to see it because it was like. It was Benji and I saw Dune 2 in the same theater, and it was really cool because the sound basically like vibrated the entire theater. So it was cool to see it on a big screen. I would have liked to have seen it in IMAX. I don't think watching it at home would really do it any justice. But I still want the DVD. I still would want. I should watch that movie again. I should watch them both, honestly. It's a Netflix original. I literally cried watching his performance. Okay. Yeah, I've never even heard of this. I'm looking at the IMDb page for it now. Oh, it's a movie. Okay, I didn't even really put that together. Struggling singer-songwriter, aren't we all? Tamir solely for military benefits. Oh, interesting. At first I was like, is this like a rom-com? But it doesn't seem to be very calm, just mostly rom. Oh dear. Wow. Okay. I like this review that says better than it had any right to be. Then it says formulaic? Absolutely. Did it pioneer new territory? No. But beyond that, did it check the marks for the genre? Yes. I like that review. Wish Netflix would just become a production company and drop the service. Yeah, I kind of agree with that. I wish they would kind of give up the ghost a little bit on like thinking they're a streaming service, because they're not. Like they're mostly a production company that gets the rights to other things every now and then. But you know, now that every major production company, like every major entertainment company has their own streaming service, it's almost like the need for Netflix is dying off. Like Disney is Disney Plus, Paramount is Paramount Plus, Warner Brothers has Max, fucking NBC Universal is Peacock, MGM now has MGM Plus, which I didn't realize that MGM was a big enough production company to have their own streaming service. I would have thought that they would just like sign on with Universal or something, but I think MGM is the next major studio to get bought out after 20th Century Fox. I honestly think fucking yeah, either like Universal. I don't think Disney would do it. I think it'd be either Universal or Paramount. Um, but I think MGM is a little bit too stubborn because they got James Bond, and they know that if they're ever struggling financially, they could just pump out a James Bond movie and they'll be fine. So that's just my theory. I don't know. Gay but not good describes most of my catalog of watch things. No points for pants. Welcome on in. Yeah, I totally agree. I hear that. You know, every now and then I'll see something like that just so happens to be queer, and I'm like, oh, the selling point of this is that it's queer. Oh my god, excuse me. I don't know why I'm so yawny. I was discussing it before. Ugh. But I'm so yawny, even though I took like a very, very long nap before the stream today. So do I have the right? No. Maybe it's the fact that I'm full of Jersey Mikes, and that's just like making my body go into like rest mode. That was a good fucking sandwich, dude. Plays a few gay roles, Nicholas. Does not just in Purple Heart. Okay. Okay. I would like to I don't know if I should say that. I would like to see that man be queer. I can handle that, I think. Or maybe I can't handle it. I don't know. We'll see. Rom drama is definitely more accurate. Okay, yeah. That seems appropriate. Struggling singer-songwriter. I'm at least one of those things. You know, I will claim 2 of them. Which 2? It's up to you. Didn't Disney buy them out? No. Amazon owns MGM? That's gross. Then why does MGM have its own streaming service? Why isn't that shit just on Prime Video? Yeah, why have Prime Video and MGM Plus? That's so unnecessary. I don't know. That's fucking weird. I don't know if they want, like, Prime Video to be more of a... Like, I don't know. I don't really think of a ton of, like, Amazon Prime original stuff other than, like, The Marvelous Mrs. Maisel and Lord of the Rings. I'm sure there's more, but in terms of, like, notable releases over the last few years, like, those are the main 2 I can think of. Because Prime Video is facing major class action lawsuits. Oh, cool. Get them. I sit here on a platform run by Amazon, and I'm still like, yes, get him! Get him! Yeah, get him! Honestly, like, have y'all seen WALL-E? Like, you know, like, by and large, like, the major corporation that drives the Earth, like, into Desiree, Amazon is by and large, dude. Like, fully. Amazon is fully by and large. So the more bad things that happen to Amazon, I'm like, cool. Careful, by and large might be whatever. I make them money, so they don't care. Like, I sit here, I play video games, and they make money off of it, so I care not. That's just my opinion on that, though. So anyway, now that I've been just, like, shooting the shit for, like, 20 minutes, yeah, damn, it's already, like, 8:15. Always blow a kiss to the NSA man of the camera. Thank you. Thank you for my online platform. Thank you. Now that I've just been ranting and bitching for, like, 20 minutes. So this is a stream I'm very excited for. Because... So, Sonic Advance 1, I had a little bit of experience with. Sonic Advance 2, I had never played before in my life. This game was a childhood staple for me. This was the first game I ever owned. I think I actually put that in the title. Yeah, this is literally the very first game I ever owned. Actually, the story behind this is I must have been like... My God, I must have been like 4 or 5. Like, I literally must have been like 4 or 5. Kim, took me to, I think it was Best Buy. Kim took me to Best Buy and purchased me, actually, I'll go get it. Hold on.
A few moments later.
Okay, I found it. 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 Oh, sorry. Spaceman light just went right in my eyeball. Okay, there you go. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. I haven't been to a gym in like 4 years, so respect. It probably shows, but I haven't been to a gym in like 4 years, so go off. Facing lawsuits for charging more money for commercial-free Prime Video, which was always advertised as commercial-free. Oh. That's awesome. So what, they were like advertising something like a commercial-free tier, even though it's all commercial-free? Oh, that's shady. That's shady, shady, shady. Okay. Anyway, this is what I got up for. So, Kim took me to Best Buy and got me this Game Boy Advance SP, which still works. Still works very well. And if you know anything about the lore of Game Boy Advance SPs, there's two models, technically. There's the 001 and there's the 101. So the 101 was an updated model that came out a few years later. I can't remember exactly when. Came out a few years later and basically just had like an updated screen. I don't fully know, because this is the 001. This is like the first edition of the Game Boy Advance SP. So, but it's a little beat up, you know. I'm not sure how much you can see. It's it definitely got some love on there. Yeah, that's not dust. That's all scratches. Like, you know, bunch of scratches on the back. Not super thrilled about this, but a few scratches on the screen too. 101 came out in February 2003. Well, I definitely got this after, because I got it with Sonic Advance 3, and this game came out in 2004. So it must have been 2004 when I got this. And this has a copyright date on it of 2002. So I definitely got an older model, and that's probably how Kim was actually able to afford it. Because when Kim bought this for me, she must have been like 13. If I was like 5, she must have been like 13. So yeah, and this was my first ever Game Boy, and she bought me this game, which was the very first game I ever owned. So this is a very nostalgic. This is going to be a very nostalgic romp for me today. There's going to be a lot that I remember. There's going to be a lot that I don't remember. And I actually did something which kind of broke me a little bit, but I actually deleted my save file so I could start fresh just for you guys. Not like I had done that much. I wasn't very good at this game when I was little, but you'll notice that there are a lot of different mechanics in this game compared to the other two. So, yeah, I'm looking forward to just introducing this game to you guys. This one was one of my favorites. So when they emailed the change was coming last year, price. Oh, I don't think it's the issue. I don't know if it was an issue in like. I don't think it was an issue of just simply the price changes. I think what Kaylee's saying is the way it was advertised was not necessarily, was a little misleading. Like they advertised a higher price tier as commercial free, even though there were ones below it that were also commercial free. At least I think that's what Kaylee is trying to say. I'm not entirely sure. This is literally the first I'm hearing about this. So, But I'm very curious. I'll probably look into that after stream. Okay. Anyway, let's move on over here. So I just kind of have it at the main menu still. Let me adjust my camera. There you go. The price when I saw the email with the lawsuit ends up giving me money. I'll take it. That's so valid. Actually, I have to look into this. Because I don't think I've done anything about this since I first got the email about it. But I got an email, oh my gosh, it was probably a few months ago at this point, that I, like, could be entitled to compensation because I was a subscriber of AMC Plus for a while. And I guess during that time, they faced some kind of, like, pricing lawsuit or whatever. And I'm not exactly sure, but I got an email, like, basically saying I could be entitled to compensation. I looked up the case. The case looks legit. But I never filed a claim. But I should no later than April 8th. Okay, or April 9th. Okay, so I do have a little bit of time. Yeah, I'm not really exactly sure what the dealio on that was. But I should see if I can get money out of that, because that was pretty sick. It's only like $2 or $3 if I remember correctly. They would be looking at possibly refunding about half a year Amazon Prime estimate, so like $40. Hey, sweet. I would take that. If I were a customer of that, I would take that. I just mooch off of my mom's Amazon Prime, but I would totally take that. Yeah, so I deleted my save files, so none of the characters are unlocked. You're welcome. And although I like playing as Tails, I'm actually going to do this run as Sonic and Tails. So, yes, this game has... Sorry. Speaking of my mom, hi, Mom. I was just talking about how I use your Amazon Prime. Because apparently, actually, Mom, you might be interested in this. Apparently, Amazon Prime is going through under, like, a class action lawsuit right now. Because of a pricing... Something about the pricing of Amazon Prime Video. So you might be entitled to a little bit of financial compensation. Might be able to get like a half a year of Amazon Prime for free, which is pretty sick. First got Amazon Prime years ago. It was less than $100. Now I see it's like $140. Yeah, it's insane. It's absolutely insane. It's still in the early stages of the suit. Oh, well, still. You know, take what you can get. So yeah, first couple differences in this game compared to the rest is there's a team up mechanic. And every team, so it's kind of like Sonic 2 in that regard, where you have like Sonic and Tails, but every team has different abilities. So like I can hold Tails basically, and if I hold him while I'm on the ground, he can launch me into the air. Or if I hold him like this, I can use his flight for a second. But like if I were to pair Sonic with Knuckles, Sonic's playstyle would be completely different. And the same thing with Amy and Cream when you get Cream the Rabbit. Also, every world has a hub world. So this is like, you know, this is the first zone. This is Route 99. And right now I'm basically just searching for level 1. Which if I remember correctly, I think it's over here. Yeah, it's right here. You only have to be subscribed to be eligible from what I heard. Yeah, and we do have Amazon Prime. Still, though, with as much as I order from Amazon, all the free shipping I've gotten is worth $140 a year. That's valid. I definitely order off of Amazon more than I'm, like, happy about. Okay, here's the other new mechanic. Every zone has...
We want a gift!
Oh my god!
But only if it's money!
Oh my god, Orny! Mom, you just got a gift sub. Orny, thank you for giving my mom a little gift sub. Mom, now you won't get ads for the next month that you watch. Have not been on for a while and had to do my cabbages. Okay, so funny story. I was watching TV with my parents the other night, and this commercial comes on for Avatar: The Last Airbender, and they have like a clip of the cabbages guy saying "my cabbages," and my dad turns to me and goes, "Is that what that sound is from on your stream?" And I was like, "Yeah, yeah, it is." So yeah, I taught them a little Avatar: The Last Airbender lore. Not been in for a while. I had to do my cabbages. We appreciate it. We love it. I love. I'm due for a rewatch of that show. I don't think the last time I think the last time I watched that show was during like the height of the pandemic. So I want to watch that again. Get Matt the info. He could help you with it. That'd be awesome. Yeah, that'd be sweet. Looks like we have a couple streaming service class action lawsuits to look into. Oh, dear Lord. What was I going to say? Yes, Orty, thank you for the little gift sub. Thanks for the gift sub. Thanks for the pufferfish. Sorry, Benji just texted me. I'm just responding and saying no. Hydrate, thank you. So, what I was going to say, the other mechanic, every zone has 10 chow to find. So I think every level has 3. I can't remember exactly. I think every level is 3. And they're all just kind of like hidden throughout the level. I don't know how to do the stunts there. I know that you can do tricks there. I just don't know how to do it. Yeah, so Sonic, you know how like in the other games, Sonic, like all the characters could basically get to like that little phantom dash thing. In this game, that's basically a Sonic exclusive. So I think like every character can do it, but only if Sonic is on the team. There are also switches that activate like either springs or like different platforms or pulleys or stuff like that. This game is mechanically pretty different than the others. Only watched through it once. I think I've only also ever watched through it like once or twice. I think twice actually, because I think I watched through it during. Ew, actually, this is really unfortunate. I watched through it during the pandemic with my ex for the first time, and I think after that I watched through it again. Like maybe like a year or two later. What medal did I get? Oh, silver. Mario death was for the pufferfish. Rest in Pepsi to that poor little fish. The way he did not make it. The way he got bopped on the noggin. Okay. I don't know how much I should joke about that. It's actually really sad. The fact that it's like captured on video even makes it more sad. Oh, see? Like here's a chow. So, if I'm being honest, I don't really know what the chow do. I know that there's 10 in every zone. And I know that there's like a chow garden even where it shows you all the ones that you've collected. But I don't think I've ever found all 10 in a zone in my childhood. So if I'm being honest, I don't know if I could tell you exactly what it does. Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. Oh, that's not what I wanted to do either. Yeah, so there is a way to like do like stunts basically, like while I go off of cliffs or something, but I don't know how to do it if I'm being honest with you. Oh yeah, there's also like those gates that you have to break. But there are some characters, like there are some gates that you can only break with like Knuckles. I think Amy also has a few specific ones that only she can break. So they want you to, like, replay the levels multiple times with different characters to be able to find everything. And that's kind of what I think the main purpose of the Chow are. Oh. Oh! Okay, screw it. Ah! Okay, fine. Tragic. Yeah, every level has... I think every level has 3. Chow. There are some that I like... that you either just, like, run into because they're there. Oh, that's just a ring thing. But there are others that, like, are a little bit harder to find. Okay, I don't know why I'm, like, struggle busting so hard with this. Fuck it. Tails time. See, that's what that comes in handy for. Some of these gates just get in the way, though. Oh! Oh, I remember this part pissing me off as a kid. I remember trying to, like, launch myself to that little area and always having the toughest time. So what I will say about this game... Oh, I saw Chow. What I will say about this game is I remember the level design being pretty annoying at times. And again, it's been a while since I've played, so maybe I just don't remember. But is this the one that connects to Sonic Adventure on on the GameCube? No, actually. I think that's only the first one. I don't think this game has a interactable Chow Garden, if I remember correctly. Oh, I think there's even a Chow in the hub world. I think there's one down here. No? Oh, this is the special level. Okay. Yeah, there are these little special levels in the middle of the zones. Oh, I remember these. Yup. Hooray. It's just for extra lives. But it hits good. Having the extra lives in this game is helpful. I remember that. I remember those coming in clutch a lot. Oh, okay. I didn't mean to do that, but that works. Okay, so this is zone 3. Oh, yeah, and every zone in these games has, or in this game, excuse me, has 3 levels, not 2. Because I think in Sonic Advance 1 and 2, there were 2. This one has 3. Oh, wow. I'm doing not good. Wait, was the switch over here? Yeah. Oh, all right. That works. Oh, I'm back to this. All right. Basically made no progress. Sweet. I hate these things. Okay. I hated those. I remember even hating those when I was little. Like those little springy guys. Oh! I saw it. I wasn't sure if I was going to be able to get it. Thought for sure we'd have more votes in the Discord poll. I did not see that. Ah, all caps. It's the all caps answer for me, of course. I love that sound alert. If you can't tell, well, why apologize? I also love it. It's so much fun. That's like easily top 3 SpongeBob episode for me is Band Geeks. Followed very closely by sorry, I just had a total brain fart. Followed very closely by the Krusty Krab training video. That's far and away my favorite episode of SpongeBob. And pre-hibernation week. The one where, like, SpongeBob and Sandy are doing all the extreme sports before Sandy falls asleep for the winter. That's another one of my favorites. and then Band Geeks, I would say. Those are probably, if I had to put a top 3 together, that would absolutely be my top 3. Get those rings. Oh, or just ring. I suppose. Ah, shit. Oh, shit. Yeah, I don't know how to. I don't
F is
remember
for
how to do
friends
like
who
the
do stuff
stunts.
together. U is for you and me. N is for anywhere and anytime at all. Down here in the deep blue sea.
F is for fire that burns down the whole town. U is for uranium bombs. That's a good episode too. I thought you said Weast. I love that episode too. With the Flying Dutchman's treasure. I'm so loyal. I haven't bathed in weeks. But we've only been out here for a few hours. I know. Two gold doubloons. And then plastic. Oh, excuse me. Oh! That was a lot sooner than I would have expected. Sounds like a lot of hoopla! No, that is like absolutely certainly my favorite episode of SpongeBob is the Krusty Krab trading video. God, it's just so funny. It's so quotable. There's the Chow. There's the overworld Chow. Everyone's got one. Benjamin, what are you saying to me? What? Sorry, I'm somebody that Benji and I know just got engaged. So we're like, so I'm a little gooped. What? Benji said that he thought my screen froze, but I was just frozen like that. No, I just got stuck. Oh, I was pressing A. I don't know why I wasn't jumping. Oh, that time I was just bad. That time I don't know what happened. No, nothing happened. No, one of my coworkers just got engaged. Oh my god, this boss! But I'm just like stunned because she's like 20, I think, which in my brain for some reason just translates to like 12 because the people in my generation that are even like 2-3 years younger than me make me feel decrepit. Because I'm like, hey, remember this from childhood? And they're like, no. And I'm like, oh, okay, awesome. I'll just be old forever. Oh, Kim, what's goody? How go? How do? Do you how do? I like in this game, Eggman just going, ow! Thank you, Tails, for actually collecting the rings that I dropped. I do? Do you? How do? I do. I do okay. I came home from... You're gonna pay for this! I came home at, like... I got out of work at 12, and I came home at, like, God, I love this little song. I came home at like, what time did I come home? I got home at like 12:30-ish. Put away my laundry, and then I fell asleep at like 2, and then I woke up at like 7. And then I like kind of got myself ready for stream. Oh, listen to the song here. It's like a Green Hill remix. So I slept for like 5 hours. And by the time I got home, or by the time I was like ready for stream and everything, Mom and Dad had brought home Jersey Mike's. So I mowed down on some Jersey Mike's, and now I'm here. Except in this game, it's Sunset Hill, because it's just Green Hill, but it's at sunset. That's it. That's the only difference. And Kim, I told everybody at the start of stream that this is a very nostalgic little romp for me, because this is the first game I ever owned. Oh, and then I busted this out. And I said, this is the first game I ever owned, along with this still functioning Game Boy Advance SP from the day that probably in like 2004. So literally probably 20 years ago. Yikes. That you took me to Best Buy and bought this for me. Probably used like all the money that you had to your name, because I think you were like 13 or 14. And bought me my Game Boy and my Sonic Advance 3. So this is quite a little nostalgic romp for me, is going through this game again. This one does. I said it earlier, but I was like, this one's like a childhood staple, you know? Like, I plugged away so many hours into this freaking game as a kid. And I actually just deleted my save file so I could start fresh for stream. And I was like, I can't believe that I've done this. Playing this, like, I mean, it's not really on a console because it's still on my Game Boy. It's still on a Game Boy. Like, I'm still using my original cartridge. But, like, playing this on a TV with a controller is so trippy. I'm used to playing this, like, on my Game Boy Advance SP, which, like, as a kid, fit my hands perfectly. And now, it does not. Oh! Wait, what's up there? Yay! Speedy slippers! Oh, fuck. Wait, yee! Awesome. Oh, I hacked up again. Yee! Sick! Speedy slippers, let's go! That's a babysitting money console? Valid. Well, babysitting paid off, because all these years it still works. Like, still works just as well as it ever did, honestly, so. My god, I don't know why I'm so hacky. Sorry, everybody. Viper, welcome on in. How's it going? Let me there we go. Yes, if you haven't joined us already, following our friend Viper.
1.6.
Oh, I thought this was gonna be weed.
We did that. We started this farm like.
No, if you haven't followed our friend Viper already, what are you doing? Huge friend of the channel, has been here actually for our Mario Party Monday. Was one of our first like Mario Party Monday guest stars. And oh, they play like a bunch of cozy games. So play a lot of like Animal Crossing, Stardew Valley, that kind of fun stuff. But I've also been seeing them recently playing Pokemon. Some Palia as well recently, so ton of stuff.
Allie had made Kate like birthday.
Need to head out for a
thing that you
comedy
had
show.
done,
Ooh, that's
and
fun. Are you
the
seeing,
happy
like,
birthday post that you left
anybody
on that was
in
phenomenal.
particular
Phenomenal.
that I would know?
Was crying.
Or is it like a
And it's actually the reason.
like
that
one of those
after
like open mic comedy
her
night kind of
stream,
thingies?
I came into the Discord.
I
and was
suck
like,
at Pokemon.
okay, should I
That's
read
so
Akatar
valid.
or
I
should
also suck at
read,
Pokemon. But I also haven't played like since I was wee. So growing up, Pokemon for me, I used Kim's copy of Pokemon Crystal. So I was like big into Gen 2. And then I remember Gen 3 coming out and I had Pokemon Emerald. And I don't think I ever finished Pokemon Emerald. Like, I don't even think I ever got close. Just even as a kid, I didn't like it as much. And then when Gen 4 came out, Diamond and Pearl came out, I hated it. Like, even age 7, playing that shit on my Nintendo DS Lite, in between Nintendogs and Yoshi's Island DS, even then, I was like, I hate this. Like, I don't like this, like, at all. So I actually sold my copy of Pokemon Diamond to GameStop as a kid for like $5. And now it makes me so mad every now and then I think about it, because I see people selling Pokemon Diamond for like hundreds of dollars complete in box. And I'm like, if I had just sucked it up as a kid and just kept it. Like the things, you know? Not that I would have sold it, because I'm a hoarder when it comes to my games, so like I wouldn't have sold it. But I coulda. Now the option's not even on the table, which is the frustrating part. I hear Tails still trying to get in through that door, and I think it's one that only like Knuckles can break or something. I always liked these special levels. Yeah, and I was dumb. I was so dumb. Why they picked the most my most boring clips. Oh crap. I don't know. I think Clipbot is tripping sometimes. Clipbot definitely be tripping sometimes. Oh, there's another special level. I'll do it. Oh, it's a friend of yours. Oh, okay, awesome. That's pretty sick. There's an important poll in this. It's very important. It's, I have never seen a poll that is that important with such crucial and life-altering results. You just won't be the same. Ever. Clipbot be wildin'. Kids are dumb, and I was so stupid. Like, I don't know. I don't really think I understood the concept of, like, games being rare. You know, as a kid. Or, like, games being sought after. But also, we were, like, so spoiled with that kind of stuff. Like, I don't really think we realized how game preservation tactics would only get worse as time went on. Like, oh, do you want OG Pokemon Diamond, or do you want to pay $60 for a bullshit remake of it on Switch? That's just my opinion, but it's mine. So, now the reason that I'm playing this through as Sonic and Tails is A, Sonic's moveset is the best with Tails. But B, I want to play this whole game as Sonic, except for maybe some bosses if they tend to be a pain in the ass. And you'll see why when I get there. Even though that won't be for a while. But I at least need to play some of this as Sonic because you can only unlock characters if you play as Sonic. So, like, if I were to play this level and play as Tails, I would not be able to unlock Knuckles. But if I'm playing as Sonic, I'll be able to play as Knuckles. Or I'll be able to unlock Knuckles. It's so strange. Did I just go all the way to the beginning of the level? I think I did. I think I've just kind of spent a minute going around in circles. Just gonna hold Tails in my little hands. Just so I have him in my hands. What is Medley barking at? I just hear little woo-woo-woos coming from downstairs. Also, thank you all. I haven't responded to the comments yet on it, but thank you all for the love on those pictures of me and Medley from stream the other night. They were so goddamn cute. Benji took those, like, while in the middle of me streaming, obviously. And they're just so goddamn cute. She's just so happy. She just looks so happy and proud of herself. She's like, oh, I'm gonna be an internet star. So I appreciate the love on those photos because they make me so happy. Literally just spent 2 minutes. Like, I probably could have finished the level. But I'm just fucking up. Got the MRI report today. That face, that emoji doesn't put hope in the hearts of us. Those. I don't like that emoji. Hold on. This is important. Pictures are precious. They are precious! GameStop knows too. They'll buy it from you for $2 and sell it for like $60. No, that's so true. No, they were so cute. Such sweet little baby photos. Spill the tea! Oh no, I laid down. There's a small chance I get sleepy and cock. You told me that already. Oh, you texted me that. Okay. I was like, I thought I knew that information. No, that's so fair. I can't even judge. I was just asleep for like 5 hours, so. I love hearing Medley barking from downstairs, and then I just hear Mom going, Medley, stop! Oh, okay. Spent most of this level just flailing around like a fool. Oh. Oh, I remember this part. I remember dying here as a kid all the time. Which, like, pathetic. I'll go into more details tomorrow, but essentially I am good. LOL, unfortunately the results are showing there's been no change. Oh. Doctors think it's scar tissue on your heart from the whole ordeal. Oh. So do they, I mean, like, do they know exactly what it was? Like, is it like a form of, like, heart disease? Like, what was the... I guess what was, what was it? Sorry, that's just, like, the most unhelpful, like, thing to say. No, that's frustrating. That's just really frustrating. Do you, like... I mean, I remember when you were here and you were like, my chest feels uncomfortable. I should probably go get that looked at. But does it, like, does it have that same kind of discomfort? Here, I got you. Okay. Oh. This is how you meant here. I got you. Hello, you're on stream.
Hello. Yes, that's okay. I'll make it quick.
Okay.
So the thought, just because I don't want to type it all. The thought is that this was in response to a virus that I ran into, but really, honestly, at the end of the day, there's no way to know for sure what caused it. They think it was something viral, which I always thought was kind of weird because I didn't even have anything as like a sniffly nose. Ethan thinks maybe it's COVID, but I never had any other COVID symptoms. Could have also been the vaccine, but really, like we have no way to know. So that's that.
Huh.
And I'll get more information next week when I meet with them. But thanks everybody for the support and the love. I did misread the report this morning before I talked to the doctor. Before they called me, and it said like cardiomyopathy, and I had a whole crying meltdown in the car because I thought I was about to be told I had heart disease. So yeah.
Huh.
So anyway, again, thanks for the support and for the love, everybody, and I'll get some more information next week.
Well, all right.
Okay,
Yikes.
peace out. I'm going back to chat now. Bye.
Okay, bye. Zoinks. That makes me want to, like, go get an MRI. Although, when I was at the doctor's, when I was feeling super ill in, like, January and February, they, you know, they took chest x-rays, they took, like, I took an EKG, they took blood work and stuff, and all that stuff came back normal. So I wish I could say that it, like, not to say I wish I could say it was related to the whatever virus that Benji and I were dealing with, but, like, I wonder, I don't know. I wonder. It's so strange. And, like, terrifying, also. Also that. Shit. No, give me the ring. No! No, Tails, don't do it. Because this boss eventually gets wild, Tails. I don't want you to, like... I remember him just, like, fully rolling around at one point. That point. Oh, shit. It's yes, it is Nipples the enchilada. Yeah, that's scary. I don't know. That's wild. Okay, I am going to. What was it? That to do make save state? Okay, amazing. No, unfortunately, scar tissue is the way it has to heal. Ugh. Get like you got like 3 a few months ago, and you said you were normal to eat a banana. No, they did say I was normal. After EKGs and blood work, so. But I don't know. I hear viral, and my brain goes, "Oh, I've spent a lot of time with Kim. I should should I be worried? Should I look at the little beaten guy in my chest? The little red beat in my chest. Ah! Thank you, Tails. You had that. You had that down pat. Wow, thank you, Tails. So eventually when you unlock Cream as a character, her little Chow, whose name is Cheese, yes, nice. You can literally just throw the Chow at him, and and it just hurts him over and over again. COVID has been known to damage the heart. You have to do EKGs on kids who've had to check their hearts. Oh, that's wild. I don't think I ever had that issue when I had COVID. But I'm not sure. It did feel a little stabby there. It did. Oh my god, this level. No, whatever illness that we were dealing with did feel a little stabby there. Yeah, that was scary. I don't know what Benji and I were sick with, but it was like, it was scary. It literally felt like our entire bodies were on fire. Other viruses can affect the heart as well. But all my imaging, x-rays, echocardiogram, EKGs, and what have you all came back normal. Okay. So that's good, right? It was the troponin levels that were the issue for you, if I remember correctly, right? Because I think when I had my blood work done, when I was at the hospital, they told me that my troponin levels were normal. And I was like, okay, good, because that was something that Kim was concerned about. That is true. A lot of people do end up having no symptoms. Positive, you don't need to worry about having to come in contact with me. All my doctors said it was a weird fluke thing. That's so strange. Human bodies are so weird, dude. Probably had COVID at some point, but never tested or something like that. Asymptomatic. That's entirely possible. It is entirely possible. And that's just how it afflicted you. Zelda Gift World, welcome on in. Yeah, your name is on screen. Your name is on screen because you are our latest follower. So thank you so much for being our latest follower. Oh, I remember this fucking level with the fucking platforms and stupid shit. Except, oh, what? This is when shit be getting tricky. Oh, no. No, wait, come back, come back, come back, come back. No! Fuck! Yay! Okay, let's try this again. Oh! Or not. Okay, wait, no! Okay. Girl, for real? Are we serious right now? God damn it, no! No! What if we bail? Excellent. I like that. I like the results of bail. Wait, no, I hate the results of bail. Okay, god damn it. We're just gonna launch ourselves a little bit here. This looks good. Yeah, let's do that. Okay, sick. Oh, well, that's poopy pants. Oh. I do remember this level being more frustrating. Oh, okay. That was strange. So you get tested for COVID, but it came back negative. Well, you might... I'm not sure if, like, you might have had it, like, at some point, and then, you know, symptoms might have gone away, or, like, disease might have gone away, but damage might have still lingered. I'm not a doctor, so I don't know. I'm not a doctor, but I did have COVID once. Oh, wait. Sorry. Oh my god, I love those little Zelda emotes. Those are so cute. Friend was asymptomatic and he ended up developing Steven Johnson syndrome. I don't even know what is that? I don't know if I've heard of that. Crazy developed in his mouth. Ugh. Doesn't mean I haven't had it in the past and just didn't know. Yeah, that's entirely possible. Had COVID 2 times and both times I thought it was just a regular cold. I had it once, and I actually remember the second I felt it hit me. I was at work, and I was like, whoa, I just got like a wave of full body fatigue. Literally just like I was fine. I was fine for most of the day, and then was like, I just felt my entire body get so tired. And I was looking at my coworkers, I was like, wow, I really just do not feel well all of a sudden. And I don't know. I didn't really know what was going on. I was like, I don't feel well. I feel tired. I feel like my head is throbbing. I was like, I don't really know what's going on here. And then I was still kind of feeling it the next day, so I took a COVID test and then I had it. And it was like, ugh, it was terrible. It was really awful. However, and I'll count my blessings here, but I did get it in the time when, you know, places were still offering like paid time off for COVID. Oh, I'm doing bad. So I got, I think, like 5 days paid, not vacation, but I got like 5 days of covered sick time out of it. So there's no good time to get COVID, but if I could have gotten COVID at any time, I got it at the best time, because now my company doesn't even offer that anymore. So it was great. Matt, you don't want to know what Steven Johnson syndrome is. I promise you, don't look it up. Okay, well, you can't tell me that, because now I'm going to look it up. Rare serious disorder of the skin and mucous membranes. It's usually a reaction to medication that starts with flu-like symptoms. Ooh. It kind of looks like, ooh. It's like chicken pox to the max. That's what it looks like to me. Ugh. Oh, and it like fucks up your eyes too. Yeesh. Ooh. Yeesh. Ooh, that's terrifying. That's terrifying. Ugh. Is that like a viral thing, or is it like a, you know, side effect is probably not really the right word, because that looks like the main effect. Oh, dag. That was stupid. I thought I could have gotten out of that. No, I appreciate No, you can't tell me to not look something up, because then I'm going to want to look it up. But yeesh. That's terrible. Oh, okay, I did that to myself. There we go. Oh, yeah, I should have seen that coming. when the fast music gets even faster. Too bad it's not really useful where I am in this level. Don't send me $10. Hey, I could do it. Actually, my tax return hit today, which I was getting a little nervous because I filed my taxes. So, okay. The drama with that was I originally just used TurboTax for, you know, pretty much all of my tax filings because my company uses it. So, like, I don't even need to input my W-2 because they just send my W-2 right to TurboTax. So, this year, though, and it's because of how amazing you guys are, so I'm not going to complain. But this year, TurboTax did not like my Twitch tax documents. Like, I don't know if it's because I was just missing something, like some form or like some information or something. But they did not enjoy my tax documents like at all. So I ended up having to finish my taxes by mail. Like I had to send them in. And that was a long time ago that I had sent them in. I think I sent them in like I think it was like the end of February, I want to say. So I was getting a little nervous. I was like, why have I not seen my return yet? I was like, there's either an issue that I have not been contacted about, or like something's wrong. I don't know. But then one of my coworkers today on headset said something like, started to say something about her tattoo artist, but then stopped. And all she got out was my ta. And for some reason, my brain was like, oh, I wonder if her tax return just came in. So I was like, I should check mine. Oh, well, that's annoying. I was like, I should check to see if mine came in. And then it did. And I was like, holy shit, mine came in too. I was like, Ellie, mine came in too. Mine came in too. And she was like, you're what? I was like, my tax return. Is that not what you were going to say? She was like, no. No, it wasn't. Very similar to Kim's case where they told her what happened occurred because of a virus. Ugh. No, thankfully did not get that after my experience with COVID. But that's when Benji and I were first first started going out too. So when I got COVID anyway. So and that's also when we worked together. So I got COVID and then called the store the next day and was like, yo, I got COVID. And everybody there was like, hey, Benji, you need to go home. And then, sure enough, Benji had COVID like 2 days later. No, please don't. No. I could. I have the monies. Whoa, whoa. No, I was actually really excited today because I was able to pay off like everything that I had on credit cards, basically. Which, like, it wasn't too bad, but I was kind of saving those bills for when I got paid next week. But I just got my tax return. So now when I get paid next week, I shouldn't have too many bills to deal with. Oh yeah, and I also I took money out of my savings account to pay my student loan bill as well. So now I have so I like reimbursed myself for my student loan payment. I put some money away. I paid off all my credit card bills, and I still have like a couple $100 to throw around. So I'm like, maybe I'll save some more. Maybe I'll pay more off on my student loans. I don't know. I have some tax return money to use, so, or to, you know, play with, I guess. I mean, the other thing that I definitely have to do is check on my hospital bills. I haven't gotten a notice from them in a long time, which has me thinking that I wonder if they did get canceled. Because Kim was helping me when I was, like, really stressed out about my medical bills. That, like, hey, I don't think I make enough money at my job. I think I technically qualify to be under the poverty line. So I basically was like, she basically told me that I could, you know, depending on the bills and what they were needed for, it basically told me that, like, there could be potential that these bills could be canceled. And I have not heard from them in a long time. Even though I did just get something in the mail from, like, emergency services or whatever, that I owed, like, $170. And I was like, weird, if I just got something from emergency services, I would have thought that I would have gotten something from, like, the hospital that I went to. Like, I would have thought that that bill also would have come in. So, I don't fully know the tea on that. But I'm very hopeful and excited. Because I would love to not pay those. I have an HR person in my corner, and thank God. Because, I don't know, the hospital near me is very good at, I would say nickel and diming, but it's more than that. Granting and Franklining, how about that? Very good at getting those things, very good at getting money from you, basically. Especially, and I've noticed this, and I've, like, seen this on, like, you know, different reviews of the hospital. They're very good at getting money out of you if you're fine. Like, if you're sick, you tend to qualify for more. Like, if you're sick, you tend to qualify for a lot more assistance. But, like, if you're fine, they're a lot more likely to, get you out. Like, financially get you out. Likely qualified for their financial assistance policy and it was forgiven. Yeah, I think that is the case. If you make below 43. I think what they said for New Hampshire is if you make under... I can't remember what Kim and I saw. I think it was if you make under 35K. Which I do. I think last year I made like 28. So definitely qualified. Oh my god, there was definitely a boss playing... I can't remember which Sonic Advance I was playing, but I was like, oh, there's a boss just like this. But this is the one I was thinking of. This one's also mad easy if you have cream. This one's just kind of easy. Like, even if you get hit, it's not that bad. There are sometimes, though, where, like, you'll be standing right under, you'll be ready to attack him, but then he flips his feet inwards, and then you gotta just, like, run. But he goes pretty fast. I was like, yeah, he does go pretty fast, if I remember correctly. Yeah, like that! Then you gotta go bam! Oh, but Tails got him! Nice! Oh, okay. Interesting. Yeah, then I definitely would have qualified for assistance there. Game Boy Advance full of beans. Me. Tag yourself, that's me. I hate these office photos. I hate this. I hate this so much. Disgusting. Why does Jim look like Smeagol? I hate that. No, I think last year at Starbucks I made like 28K. I don't remember exactly. So I was definitely right. I remember when I can't remember if it was when I was starting this game or when I was finishing 2. I think it was when I was finishing, like, kind of just like talking about the Sonic Advance streams in general. Unlike the first and second game, I did not think that this game would be a one and done stream. I thought this would be a 2-parter at the very least. And yeah, I think that is going to be the case. Because we're like an hour and a half into today's stream, and I'm already... Oh, no! I did that to myself. I'm like an hour and a half today into this one. And I'm only on World 4, and there's 7. So this is definitely going to be a 2-parter if that's in the cards. So, here are my thoughts on that then. So, what day is it? Wednesday. Sunday, we'll finish this. And then I'm thinking Sunday either might be a short stream, or maybe we'll do something silly at the end. Maybe I'll like play a few levels again. Maybe I'll do like some chow hunting or something like that. If it because I think we can beat. Oh, I just went to nowhere. I think we can beat the rest of the game in a decent amount of time on Sunday. Oh, there's that chow. I knew there was one around here. I think we can do a decent stream. Like, I don't think finishing this game will take a ton of time. If I were to save the rest of it for Sunday. But sorry, now I'm like brain dead. So maybe we could do something silly at the end of Sunday's stream. Who knows? Or keep going with this somehow, like, yeah, like chow hunting, or like doing extra stuff. I don't fucking know. And then next Wednesday, maybe next Wednesday. Yo, what if next Wednesday we actually do another Zoombini stream? Would y'all be down for that? If a week from today we do more Zoombinis? Would y'all be down? And then maybe... So, okay. I'm starting over because now I'm confusing myself. So, we'll wrap up here today, maybe like after World 4. I'm on World 4 right now. Then on Sunday, we could do World 5, 6, and 7. And then Wednesday, a week from today, we'll do Zoombinis. And then next Sunday, we start Earthbound. Does that sound good? Still streaming on Easter? Yeah. So normally I would say no. Because my family tends to do like a big Easter celebration. But this year, actually, my parents have to go to a wedding on Easter weekend. So rather than celebrate Easter on Catholic Easter, we're actually celebrating Orthodox Easter. So like Greek Easter, because my dad's side of the family is Greek, so we will tend to sometimes eat like Greek food on Greek Easter or whatever. But we're gonna do a bigger get together and celebration on Greek Easter of this year. So yeah, I really don't have any need to take off this Sunday. Unless, like, I don't think, like, I don't think Benji's family's doing anything. Sounds good. I thought you meant, like, actual Zoom, like the app. Oh my god. Zoom stream. We just be zooming. Nah, we'll do a... We could do a Zoom Beanie stream or something. Because there's not a way in the world... There's really no way that I'll finish this game. I'm only, like, maybe halfway through it right now. So... And it's already, like... What time is it? It's already 9:30. Yeah, wow. I started late, but yeah, wow, it's already 9:30. Or I could just fucking marathon it tonight. I know I just talked out that entire schedule, but I also probably do have the potential to just fucking marathon this tonight. Just go for it. Which, honestly, we'll see how I'm feeling. I did take a pretty good nap, so... Oh! I didn't want to land on that. If you're tired, go to bed. Okay, well, here's the thing. I'm really not that tired. I'm just yawning. But, like, I don't know. I just slept from, like, 2 p.m. to 7 p.m., so I'm really not that tired. I think my body is just kind of like, oh, it's your sleepy time. And now I'm just yawning because I'm talking about it. That's just my body playing tricks on me. Oh, shit. Not me learning there are multiple Easters right now. Yeah, so depending on whatever, you know, religious calendar you follow. So if you follow, like, the Christian calendar, like the you know, the typical calendar, you know, there's basically a Christian Easter, a Catholic Easter. So that's Easter 1. And then there's, like, an Orthodox Easter. So, like, Greek Orthodox, Russian Orthodox, all celebrate Easter on a different Sunday. Well, depending on a different timeline, a different calendar. Sometimes they do fall on the same day, although that is rare. But they're usually on different Sundays. There's multiple Christmases? Wacko. No points for pants stream forever. Okay. Well, okay. We were talking about this. I was talking about this in Viper's stream the other day because I raided her after my last stream. But I was talking about this with, in my last stream. Or I was talking to her about this in her last stream. Where, like, it's just... I stream for, like, 2 hours. Like, sometimes when I stream for 4 hours, I'm like, sheesh. Like, how did I do that? But then there are people who are just able to stream for, like, 6 hours on end. And I'm like, how the fuck do people do that? Because after, like, 2.5 hours, I'm like, whoa. You know, like, I'm feeling it after that. I guess I am already almost on Zone 5. So freaking drained because I'm in like 3 hours. But from sobbing over heart disease to being overall fine, so my emotions are tired. That's so valid. I get that. Nah, I guess it's not disease. It's just like ouchie. You just got heart ouchie. That's fine. It happens. Hearts get ouchie sometimes. You know, I'm just glad that, like, it doesn't seem like anybody's, like, worried. You know, it doesn't seem like they're scared for you or, like, They're also not rushing you into treatment, which is, I think, good. But then again, not a doctor. Just a gay person on the internet with anxiety about medical anxiety. That's it. But then again, that's like 90% of queer people on the internet with medical anxiety. But that's just the queer generational trauma. Won't get into all of that. Stream for like 11 hours a day during the pandemic. Oh my god. You know, I could see that being, I don't know if like different is the right word, but like, sorry, I'm confused by that death. Sonic, like, crushed his foot on that little block, and he was like, oof, too much, my poor little toes, and then just died. Like, sure, I guess. Dag. Stupid juggling clown on a unicycle, bitch ass. Oh, God. Stupid spikes. What? It was just my little toesies! Heart Boo Boo needs hugs and kisses. Maybe not hugs. Maybe no squeezes. But maybe just a whittle. Just a whittle. Oh, better. Could you imagine? You go to a hospital and I'm like, hey, I have scar tissue on my heart. And they'd be like, that'll be $3,000. That's basically modern medicine from what I've... That's just the American healthcare system from what I've... Stupid little toes! Ah! Rechat. Gonna rechat to take the edge off. When the doctor opened with, "We're reassured," I was like, are you? Oh, God, that's a weird way to start. Wrong streams are so long, it's impressive. Yeah, like, how he do that? How he do that? I don't know how he do that. Follow no religious calendars because I wholeheartedly believe religion is a scam, and I mean, it is, but also the current calendar that we operate under is a religious calendar. It's just the Christian calendar. You know, we're 2024 years after the days of our Lord Jesus Christ. Like, we all follow a religious calendar whether we want to or not. Sorry. Based off of the limited info, I think it will be fine. Just need to be. Yeah, it definitely just sounds like something you need to, like, kind of keep in mind, and that, you know, don't push yourself. You know, just do what you can. Picture you being like, wow, so glad you guys are feeling fine about it. Yeah, exactly. Like, so glad you're feeling fine. I'm the one with heart pain. There's some questions. Oh, I'm meeting with the doctors next week, but I'm hungry for info. That's so valid, yeah. Treatment window kisses cost $64,000. It basically was. I told the doctor, really? I've been crying all morning. God. The doctor was probably like, oh, God, yeah, oh, dear, okay. Songbird, hello. Yes, Kim is okay. Kim just got the results of her MRI, and while they were, you know, she's okay. The results were not exactly what she was hoping for, but, like, she good. Just needs to take it easy for a little while. Okay, no, I'm watching my little toes. Watching my little stupid Sonic toes. Oh, okay. Well, not watching them over. I fully don't understand. I fully do not understand. I don't get it. I don't understand. That does not make any sense to me. It does not make any sense. That is stupid. That is dumb. The fact that I could literally get spiked and just be like, oof, ouch, owie, my rings. But then that little block scrapes my little toes and I'm dead. Stupid. Big dumb. Nope. Stupid little dumbass toes. Exactly. I thought I almost did it to myself that time. Oh, I just killed an entire marching band. I didn't mean to kill musicians. Oh, shit. Yay! Fuck. Nope. I did that to myself and I saw it happen in slow-mo. Little panda car. Where is it? Oh. What's that? Dag! Die. Okay, sick. I remember those little rocket ships. Hello? Oh. I was like, where'd you go? Chow! Spikes up the ass, no problem. Stubs little toes, dead. Exactly. I was wondering if somebody was going to quote me saying that, Kim. I did. I didn't know I was going to be killing musicians. So glad to hear it. I was not prepared to be so worried immediately after tuning in. No, all is well. Just, you know, I think Kim was, and I mean, we all were hoping for just like the completely all clear, basically, from doctors. And that's not exactly what she got. I don't think it's anything to like be mega concerned about. I just think, and again, I said this earlier, not a doctor, just a gay person on the internet. I wouldn't be, like, alarmed, more so just cautious. I think that's the main thing that Kim is taking away from it. Didn't want the scarring, but it's not heart disease. Yeah, you definitely don't want heart disease. That's true. Not a doctor, just a gay person on the internet. Yep. Oh, yeah, and this is when I get Amy. Okay, sick. You're gonna ask me out? I love Amy. High-key, I love Amy. She's busted out the hammer. She's ready to go. Oh my god, another person bought... Okay, so, you know how I was like... I can't remember how much of this I've told you guys, but... I have... So Benji and I have been collecting... Oh! Okay, I have a couple stories that I want to say. Oh my god, is it the same guy? It's literally the same guy. This same person has been buying like a shit ton of my Animal Crossing cards. So I have a bunch of these Animal Crossing trading cards, right? But the ones I have, so the ones that I've collected, I'm keeping in my little like amiibo book. Okay, here. This is an easier way to show you guys. So I'm missing like a bunch of the specialty kind of cards. So there's a lot of those that I still have to collect. So like you can kind of see like the open slots here. It's because I'm leaving slots open for them. But all of like the villager cards from this series, so from like series 5, I think it is, I have all of the villager cards. But I'm missing a bunch of the specialty cards. So because of that, every time that I go to Target, I'll get 2 packs of the amiibo cards. But they all come with villager cards that I have already. So I've just been selling my extra villager cards. And I've just been selling them on Mercari for like $2-3. But somebody on Mercari literally just bought a 4th one from me. So I have 3 on my way to him already. And he just bought a 4th, which is like kind of insane. Except a lot of the ones that I sent to him already are stuck in a city near me. And I think it's because there's like some weather warning right now that's like pausing mail, I guess. Yeah, there's a winter weather service disruption. So like they have it, it's in transit, but it just hasn't really gone anywhere. It hasn't left my state yet in like a couple days, which is weird. Yeah, because like as of 2 days ago, they were in transit, but that's all those are the only updates I've gotten. Something I might get with my tax return, though, this is what I was going to say, is I found like a, so those NFC tags that I have, for Smash Brothers, I know I showed them to you guys because I'm pretty sure there was a stream I showed it off like 3 times. Those like Smash Brothers NFC tags, the Zelda ones, the Mario ones, all of those NFC tags that I have, there's an Animal Crossing set that I found. And because it's for every single Animal Crossing villager that has a card made, it's like 500-piece NFC tag set. And I found it listed on, I don't think it was Mercari, and I don't think it was Temu. I don't know. It was like another one of those kinds of sites. But I found one listed for like $90. And it's a 500, I think it was a 527-piece NFC tag collection. And I was like, sure. I literally did almost buy it right then and there, but then I didn't. Because I was like, I should wait until maybe I get paid. And then my tax return came in, so it's like I got paid. Wait, is that how you do the Is that how you do the tricks? You just press R in the air? How old was I when I discovered that? I'm about to be 25? I've been playing this game for 20 years? Jesus. Can't believe we're about to hit 300 quotes. Yeah. Yeah. That's kind of wild. What can I say? Kim and I are fucking hysterical. We're just quotable little internet trash goblins. And I can't apologize for that. Oh, I actually remember really liking this boss. And I think it's just because it's kind of easy. You just gotta bop him. And then he goes into his little hidey hole. And he comes back out, you bop him. And then you kill the little marching band members. And then you gotta avoid this little missile. Yeah, I will be. Oh shit! Honestly, it's so funny, the dichotomy, because, like, I work with a lot of people, like, in their early 20s and, like, late teens. So at work, I feel like a decrepit goblin. But then I come here, and then you guys make me feel like a babby. Just because every time I say how old I am, you guys are like, a baby? How young? So wee. Young baby. So the dichotomy is so funny. Because my coworkers, like, actually make me feel like an ancient being. I mean, my knees also make me feel like an ancient being, but that's just because I grew up doing theater. So my knees never really had a chance. I want to know where Eggman got this entire marching band to be slaughtered at his behest. Like, no animals are popping out or anything, so, like, they're just little guys. Yeah, this is definitely one of the easier bosses. You know, that time that I had died, it's because I was sipping the dumb bitch juice. I can't help it. It tastes so good. Yum, yum. Dumb bitch juice. Yee! There we go. You're a fucking child laughing at farts. Farts are funny. You know what I learned in my comedy classes in school? Is if you're bombing, if things aren't going well, at the very least, you can always count on the fact that butts are funny. And I've kind of taken that with me. Butts are funny. Everybody has them. They're funny. Farts are funny. Poop is funny. I feel that one job I work with is mostly 17-year-olds, and then the other is retirement age. Right? Like, there's like, not to say that you guys are near retirement age, but like, because you're not. But no, it's just, it's so funny because, like, you know, my coworkers will talk to me about TikTok and, you know, the shows that they grew up with when they were little, and I was like, I don't know how to relate to any of this. I was like, did you guys watch SpongeBob? And like 2 of my coworkers were SpongeBob kids. And the others were like, no, by the time that I was a kid, SpongeBob was weird. And I was like, what? It's so strange. It makes me feel decrepit. But yeah, but then when I come on here, you guys are like, you're such a baby. You're so wee. You're so young. But I have that one quote of, like, 25 being gay 40. And I stand by that. It's like, I don't know, like, okay. This is really odd and specific, and I don't know how many... I don't know how many of you guys will be able to, like, relate to this or understand this. Because it's, even I am kind of, like, baffled by it. But, like, oh, there's a huge stigma in the queer community around, like, older gays. And it exists because there aren't a whole lot of older gays in comparison to younger gays. And people wonder, like, why are queer people so young? Like, where are all the older gay people? They're dead. Like, just straight up, they're dead. Like, they did not make it through the 80s and 90s. So there's a very, and I think just because of that, there's such a weird stigma around just like older queer people, and like almost feeling like, I don't know, it almost makes it feel like being queer is like a young person thing, or at least in today's kind of like social climate around being queer, it does feel like much of a younger thing. So by the time you get to an age where you're like, and I've probably gotten here already to some extent, but back when you, or like, when you get to a point in your life where you're saying, back in my day, you are too old, like, for gays. So, like, I don't know, I've been on, like, queer dating apps where I even will look at somebody now who's, like, you know, all things considered, not much younger than me, like, and I say I look now because Benji and I share a Grindr profile, just putting that out there. He knows, we both know, and we're both okay with everything. But, like, I see people, like, on dating sites now that are, like, no one over the age of 26. And they're, like, 22, 23. And I'm like, you're only 2 or 3 years younger than me. Like, what's the big deal? But there's just such a stigma around it. And I genuinely think it's because people are not used to, like, queer people being older than them. Met a couple in their 80s and they're proudly gay. And, like, you know, I'm not saying that older queer people don't exist, because they do. And they, you know, and they did. The problem is we just lost so many of them, like, during the AIDS crisis, that, like, you know, the kids who were young and queer during the 80s and 90s didn't really get to grow up to now. You know, if you hear, you can, like, hear a lot of stories from older queer people that are like, I have survivor's guilt because I was the only one of my friend group who made it. If you've watched the show, what's it called? Oh my god, what's it called? It's on HBO. The main character is played by the pop star Years and Years. Neil Patrick Harris is a guest star role in it. Oh my god, I literally can't remember what this show is called. But it's about the AIDS crisis, basically. But it's about, like, this main character who was young and queer in the 80s and watched the people that he grew up with and the people that, and himself eventually, like, basically all watched them die from AIDS. And, like, I don't know, that's just kind of the reality of being queer in that time. Very interesting to hear their stories. I'm sure a lot of it's heartbreaking. I can't remember what that show was called. I think that the proliferation of the internet changed a lot. It's not all been good, but you could be isolated very early on. Yeah. No, that's very true. The internet definitely did change a lot, especially when it came to queer culture. And, like, I think it also exposed a lot of people to queer culture, so queer culture doesn't seem so like taboo anymore. Because I think there was a lot of almost like expectations like in the 80s and 90s that like queer people stuck together because they were the only ones who understood one another and they're the only ones like that they had. But you know, now I think as I've grown older, especially like. I don't always have a ton of queer friends, but I do have friends that, you know, accept me. And, you know, that's what matters. It's that line in Luca that goes, some people will never accept him, but some people will, and he seems to know how to find the good ones. What was that show called? I'm going to look it up. I'm just looking up the star years and years on IMDb, and I might be able to find his acting career. Oh, except I think he's on IMDb as his like actual name. Ollie Alexander? No, what was that show called? It's a Sin. That's what it's called. It's called It's a Sin. Not a perfect show, but if you're at all, like, I don't want to say interested, because that's not what I mean, but if you're just, like, at all, if you want to watch, like, a character-driven narrative about queer people in the 80s and what it was like to lose people, it's a good show. It's not perfect. It has some issues. A lot of the issues are more apparent than others, but it is a good show. So definitely recommend it if you have the chance. I don't know why I can't find this level. Also addresses a character. Oh, Why Women Kill. I've actually wanted to watch that show. Benji has told me to watch that show. Dresses a gay character in the 80s who is HIV positive. Ooh. And, you know, I think that conversation is still really important because people with HIV and like people who, people who are HIV positive and people who, you know, live with AIDS are still very stigmatized in the queer community. But, you know, people don't realize that undetectable means untransmittable. You can still have a completely healthy sex life if you're diagnosed with HIV. You know, there are people who have their HIV so under control that it doesn't affect them. And those people exist and deserve the right to be happy. Actually, and this is tacky, but I watch a lot of Drag Race. And, like, not every season, but I want to say, like, probably every other season, there are people who come forward, contestants that come forward, and they're like, I've been living with HIV for this amount of time, and I want to share my story. Like, I want this to be unstigmatized within our community. Actually, somebody just kind of came out about it in the season that's running right now, season 16. Queen's name is Q, like the letter. Just came out during the show about their status. And then that runway did a runway dedicated to Keith Haring, who was actually, you've probably, if you've been to an Urban Outfitters, you've probably seen Keith Haring inspired art. And like, if you looked up his name, you might recognize it. But she did a tribute to Keith Haring, and that was kind of like her story, I guess, for the episode, was her coming out about her status. But Keith Haring was an artist in the 80s who, you know, we lost way too young. Nuggies, good night. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for chatting along and being present with us. I know chat tonight has been like kind of serious, so like appreciate you being here and sticking with it. First season is outstanding. is the rest of it not outstanding? Because that tends to happen. I've noticed that happening just like a lot. It's like sometimes first seasons of shows are really, really good. And then it stops. And then it stops being really, really good. It's just an unfortunate consequence of, you know. Oh. Okay. It got serious because we... no, that's true. That was very true. No, I always think that, like, our conversations, when they do get serious, are very constructive. However, I do feel bad for people who, like, come check us out on YouTube and, like, watch our VODs on YouTube and then are like, what are they talking about? I came here for Sonic Advance gameplay and they're talking about the AIDS crisis. But, you know, as much of a platform as this is, you know, I understand that, like, I love our platform for what it is. I understand that it's not, like, the biggest platform in the whole world, but I appreciate at the very much that I can at least kind of use that platform to use this platform to, like, have those kinds of conversations. Because I think even though they're not always comfortable, they are very necessary. It takes a different narrative style in season 2 and it hits different. Oh. That's unfortunate. No, there are so many shows like that where it's just, oh, I hate this boss. I hate this boss so much. You basically just have to platform and hope that A, you don't get hit like that. And you have to pray that whatever platform you do jump on hits him. Guys are like chosen fit. That's so sweet. No, and you got like this crew here, like this community really is like a, I don't know if like second. Oh no, Pokemon community game got your number today. Back to just supposed to oh, that's fair. It's an interesting MO that we... What the fuck? It's an interesting MO that we go here for. No, this community is definitely like... I don't know. It's kind of like a second home. It really does feel like a second home sometimes. Like... I know when I'm at work on Wednesday, like, you know, I'm there. My day could be miserable. Like today was not very fun. The last few days at work have actually been very much not fun. But I do always know that no matter what my day at work is looking like, that eventually I'll get on screen. You know, like 3 days a week, I have this to look forward to, no matter what I've got going on. And I'm just, I don't know, I'm thankful that I get to do this and that people enjoy it. And, you know, like this is one of my favorite games from when I was a kid. And I would never think that, like, I don't know, when I was younger, I could barely get, like, my parents or my friends interested in the games that I played. And if I would have thought that even right now, if I would have thought that I would have 9 people just sitting here and watching me and vibing with me, like that would be, that's crazy for a younger me to think about. And I know it's 9 people, but like that's still, I don't know, that's still kind of cuckoo bananas to me. I don't know, we post videos like on, oh, I'm on Zone 6 already. Okay. So we're 2 hours and 15 minutes in. This is definitely the hardest zone from what I remember. I actually don't even remember what Zone 7 is like, but I remember this one being really tough. Oh, God. I don't know. I'm grateful for what we get to do here. Oh, shit. I'm grateful for what we got to do here, you know, regardless of, who's here, regardless of, what we're playing. Like, I don't know. I'm just happy to game and hang with people who also enjoy games. So I think the gaming community is something that I always like had my pulse on, like had a pulse on basically. Like, I don't know. I've watched gaming YouTube like since I was in high school. Like I know Kim has talked a lot about when MatPat quit and how weird that was. Like, I remember getting into game theory in like 2014 when those Five Nights at Freddy's videos were like super duper popular. That's when I first got introduced to game theory, and like that was 10 years ago now. So like a bunch of YouTube channels, and like I've kind of had my pulse on the gaming community for like the better part of like 10, 15 years. But I've never interacted with it this heavily until, you know, I did this. And it's, I don't know. I guess my relationship with the gaming community has changed a lot since we've started doing this. I'm really thankful for that. I never expected that I would get to interact with it the way that I do. And, you know, make a splash in it, regardless of how small. Like, the fact that there are 273 people who have stumbled upon us and said, yeah, I'd love to know more about what you do. That's, you know, incredible. Especially as, like, somebody who went to school for acting and theater. Like, I'm aware, I guess, of how competitive this industry, if you want to call it that. I'm aware of how competitive this is. You know, how many people want to do exactly what we do and make it their jobs. And, like, I'm not expecting this to be my career anytime soon. But the fact that it could even be, like, a hobby that pays for itself is wild. Thankful to that in of itself. I cannot do both at the same time. I guess I'm just like, I don't know, there are so many games for me sometimes where I'm like, I can just kind of do whatever while I play this. I was actually talking to Benji's mom yesterday because I was at Benji's house last night, and we were watching Kim stream, like, on his TV. And Benji's mom comes into his room to, like, say goodnight to us, whatever. And, she's like, wait, she's playing the game and reading chat and talking to all these people and having all these conversations at the same time? And we were like, yeah. And his mom was like, I feel like I could only do one of those things. And I was like, yeah, it's definitely sometimes more challenging than other times, but, like, for the most part, it's just kind of fun. Like, I don't know. Yeah, I remember a lot of insta-death pits in this world. Like, I don't know. It's just fun. Like, I love that I can do this. I love that I get to do this. I love that you guys love that I do this. Oh, shit. You know, especially when it comes to these games that, like, I'm so nostalgic for this game. And you know, like, I really don't hear a ton of people talk about these games anymore, the Sonic Advance games. I really don't. You know, I remember a lot of people talking about them when I was a kid. And they were, like, present. You know, like these games are a lot more of a, I guess, a fixture, a staple in like the Sonic fandom and community. But, you know, I really don't hear a ton of people talk about this game anymore. And I love that, you know, regardless of how big or small our audience is, I love that I get to give these games even just like a little bit of visibility. Because honestly, if there's a set of games that could come to Switch Online next, like if there's a set of Game Boy Advance games I would love to see come out next on Switch, it would be these. I don't think it's going to happen. I actually think what Sega should do is just make like a Sonic Advanced collection. You know, like Sonic Advance Trilogy 1 through 3 on Switch or something. They wouldn't even need to really do much to them. They could just be ports of the game, and I'd be like, yeah, okay. I'd pick that up. I'd absolutely pick that up. But, you know, I love when there are those games where I'm like, hey, this game meant a lot to me, and I want to share it with you guys. And sometimes you guys are like, I've never heard of this before. And I'm like, awesome. Like, great. Like, welcome. This game means so much to me, and I'm happy I get to introduce it to you. Or, like, on the opposite end of the spectrum, I love, like, when I play a game that I'm like, hey, I know this means a lot to people, but I've never experienced it, and I want to. And then, you know, we get people who come in and are like, I love this game. And I'm like, I've never played it before. Like, I'm so happy you love it. Watch me struggle with it because it's funny. Kaylee, I just want 1,000 Year Door. But to, like, use you as an example, Kaylee, like, I don't know. You probably would have never come in here if I wasn't playing 1,000 Year Door. And that was an example of, I've never played this game before, but I know it means so much to so many people, and I want to see what it's all about. And then you came in and were like, hey, here's what it's all about. Oh, I literally died in, like, the same spot over and over again. Let me make a save state. There we go. You know, I just love that we get to have this, this relationship to games and to gaming and stuff like that. Minecraft. Yeah, maybe someday. Honestly, the reasons that I haven't gotten into Minecraft are not Minecraft's fault. It's the same reason why I have so much trouble getting back into Animal Crossing. The open-endedness of everything just makes me so anxious. Just makes me so anxious. I love Animal Crossing. I love it for what it is. But, you know, the second that they were like, okay, you can make whatever you want of your island now, I was like, oh God, what? And even like when I went to go play it again when Benji was getting into it, I was like, oh, cool. I'll get back into the parts of it that I'm familiar with. But when it comes to like actual developing and terraforming and designing and all that stuff, that's when I'm like, okay, I'm done. So I don't know, that kind of customization and like decoration and building and stuff is just more so just makes me anxious than it is not. I don't want to say it's not fun, but like it definitely makes me more anxious than entertained. Well, that was interesting. I'm so happy I found your stream, and we're so happy that you're here. Like we're happy that like people are able to find stuff on this channel that they can connect with. You know, whether it's us or, you know, sometimes even just people come in and they're like, I love this game. I want to watch you play this game. And then when we're not playing that game anymore, they bail. And I'm like, okay, work. Like, that's fine. That's totally fine. you know, we put it on all of our YouTube VODs and stuff. And, like, we'll say it a lot in stream, and it's because it's true. Like, we're just thrilled that, you know, our love of games gets to be a part of your day somehow. Regardless of how, like, we're just happy that, like, it gets to be a part of your day. And we're grateful that we get to be a part of people's days. So, you know, to whatever extent we get to be a part of your day, well, that's awesome. Like, I'm happy to be a part of your day. Oh, God. Yeah, I remember this fucking level. This level's confusing. I did get baited here by Majora's Mask. Oh, my gosh. That's crazy to think about how long ago that was, too. Because that was, like, I think that was Kim's first full playthrough. Oh, God, I fucking hate this part. I remember this part. I want to say that was Kim's first full playthrough. So that was... that was probably pushing 2 years ago already at this point. And, you know, like, we're so thankful for people like that who have just come in during a game that they like and have stuck around, or people who have even come in for a game that they like and then, you know, they're done after the game that they like. Great. Like, I don't know. I feel like especially post-pandemic, there's so much stuff, you know, so much stuff to watch, so much stuff to do, so many different platforms that you can spend your time on. And, like, I don't know. If I'm being honest, I never really watched anybody on Twitch until I started being a Twitch streamer. You know, until then I spent a lot of time on YouTube. So, like, I don't know, when I came over to this platform and I was like, oh, there's a whole audience over here that likes games and wants to play games and wants to watch games. I was like, oh, wow, okay, there's a community here. Sorry, this level stresses me out so much. I hate these platforms. See? Hate it. Okay, wait, let me get caught up here. I came for 1,000-year door. I stayed because of how great you all are. And we're so thankful for that. We're so, like, grateful, I guess, for that experience. And we're just happy that people get to share this experience with us. Yeah, Songbird does have the Founder's Badge, which is given to your first 10 subs. Yeah! That's crazy. No, not bother me. Just, like, I don't know, the fact that that amount of time has already passed and we're still doing this is, like, crazy. Excuse me, I don't know why I'm so, like, right now. I don't know. I know that Kim has said this. I'm sure we've talked about it on stream before, but, like, when Kim and I first started doing this, we said to one another, like, let's give it a year, and let's see where we are after a year. And now we're, you know, we just celebrated our 2-year stream anniversary. So now it's like, I don't know. It just, it hits so much different. It's really cool that we're still here and we're still doing this. Because, like, we were both like, yeah, let's see what happens after a year. And now we are here much more than a year. Uh-oh. Fuck. 8 months, 23 days, 1 hour. That's crazy. 1 year, 11 months, 10 days. That's that's insane. Tell me 24. Oh. I think I was playing Lego Star Wars. Oh my god. I forgot that I did that. I literally forgot that that was a series I had. But yeah, that was like the first full thing that I played. Damn. Yep, I played all 9 episodes of Lego Star Wars: The Skywalker Saga. That was definitely my first, like, full playthrough. Because I know I think my first solo stream, because I didn't really know what to stream, but my first solo stream, I think, was Kirby, I want to say. Ooh, I should make a save state, because I'm doing bad. Yeah, sheesh. Kim was streaming on Friday nights. Yeah, our schedule has changed a bit, like, over the years. How do I make a save state again? I thought it was up and then minus. Okay, there we go. Yeah, our schedule has changed a lot. I know co-op days used to be Tuesdays for us too. Before Mario Party Mondays really took a hold. Sorry, this bitch is kicking my ass, so I'm like focusing on it a little bit. Okay, there we go. I'm pretty sure that I used to do solo streams on Mondays. Like, I remember when I changed it to Friday, to Sundays. Okay. There's Cream. I love Cream. What is it with Sonic and the phrase "long time no see"? Look up fucking, like, Sonic long time no see selection. It's crazy. Oh yeah, we were. Yup, I remember when I would stream 7 to 9 and then I would finish. And then Kim would stream 9 to 11. I remember that. I remember signing off and being like, stick around for Kim's stream. Wow, that's crazy. Yeah, I forgot about that. I'm glad that we don't do it that way anymore. No tea. I'm glad that we don't do that anymore. That was, I think that was even confusing for us. Especially, like, you know, if I needed to start late for whatever reason, then sometimes Kim would be like, oh, okay, like, I guess I'll start very late. Or if my stream would go late, or vice versa, if one of her streams would go late, like... Yeah, I'm glad we don't do it like that anymore. That was a lot. I think I keep going the exact same way every single time. But I need to go a certain way in order for the... in order to get to the boss. I'm off tomorrow so I can watch all the stream. Yeah, Kim should be on... I think at 9. I think Kim should be on tomorrow at 9 for Horizon. Or I know sometimes she usually goes a little bit earlier than that. She might be on at like 8:30. Is it this way? Yes, it is this way. Boss is right here. What's this? Where does this go? Oh, could I also just like fudge it a little bit? Yeah, I could. Need to go sleepy night night. Go get your sleepy night nights. Good night, Orty. Get some slumber. Thank you for the 100 biddies on your way out. Oh, yeah, I remember this one. I couldn't remember what was going on for a second there. Just gotta hit the little cannonballs and bounce them back at him. Yep, like that. I'm just gonna jump. I'm just gonna jump a lot. Shit, I missed it. Ah! Got him. Oh, I would have hit him if he wasn't still hurting. Okay. Whoa! Oh, I thought Tails was gonna get that. No, I thought I was gonna get that. This one's hard. Not really because it's like super dangerous, but because the timing of it is just tough. Oh, he's going for it now. Nice. Feels like we haven't given you a copyright infringement in a while. Let's see. I can actually see when the last one was. Let me just beat this level really quick. Let's see. The last copyright infringement was... the Sonic Advance 2 stream. For... oh, it's because I played Sonic music. Let's see. The last one given to us... oh, God. I fucking forgot about this zone. Okay, the last one was on Kim's birthday stream when we did the, when we got hit with the Monsters, Inc. sound. I forgot about this zone. This one has a lot of death pits. High key might change to cream for this one. Because now I have all the characters unlocked. No more monsters. Oh, no, it's not a big deal. We don't, like, actually get affected by it, really. It's just, like, YouTube will be like, hey, that's not your content. So the reason I like Cream is because you have this little chow, and that's basically your attack, and you could just throw it at whoever. But she also... oh, wait, no. Who gives her... there's also... a Cream, when paired with somebody, can, like, literally fly. And I thought it was with Tails, but maybe I'm wrong. Yeah, I guess she just has, like, a little floaty parasol. Let me go test that out. Is it Knuckles? Yeah, that's the flight that I was thinking of. But Cheese also just flies around in a circle. A little bit less specific. Might go for Floaty Parasol, actually, instead. Yeah, so that's a little bit about how, like, the different mechanics are. So, like, different partnerships change characters' movesets. I actually really like what this game does with that. I think it's interesting. But yeah, this world has a lot of, like, what I'm over right now, if I fall, I'm dead. The backgrounds in this game are also great. I don't really know if I had said that or mentioned that at all, but they're good. Because the Game Boy Advance is basically like a is basically like a handheld Super Nintendo. So like some of the sprite work on this console is so good. And actually what's super cool now is Game Boy Advance is like, you know, because it's, yeah, now it's like 20-year-old hardware, it's relatively easy for fans to develop for. So now I see like so many fan projects be developed for Game Boy Advance. You guys should look up an indie project. I don't know if it's done. But there's an indie project called Good Boy Galaxy, which is like marketing itself as like a 2D action platformer Mega Man-esque game. And they're developing it for modern consoles, so it should come out on like Switch and PlayStation and Xbox. But they're also developing Game Boy Advance cartridges of it, because Game Boy Advance cartridges are like super easy to duplicate, replicate, and develop for. So like even companies outside of Nintendo can make Game Boy Advance cartridges. So actually, not the next game I'm gonna play. Oh, that's a death pit. Yep. So not the next game I'm gonna play. The next game I'm gonna play is Earthbound. But the game after that, which is the sequel to Earthbound, Mother 3, has never been, and I know I've talked about this on stream before, but it's never been translated into English officially in any official capacity. But fans have like taken it amongst themselves to translate it into English. So the way that I'm going to play Mother 3 is actually a cartridge of the fan translation that was developed by fans. Oh, Tails. And I'm going to play it the same way that I'm playing this. I'm going to play it on my analog pocket and set it up. And I'm really looking forward to that. I'm looking forward to that playthrough a lot. That's going to be super fun. And what's really funny about that game is, like, if you look back on, like, Nintendo fan history, basically, I don't know how else to phrase that, one of the most demanded games from Nintendo is a fan translation of Mother 3, or a English translation of Mother 3. Fans want it so bad. And, like, I myself, if it were to ever happen, I've never even played Mother 3, but if we ever got an official translation to any capacity, yeah, I'd buy the shit out of that. But they just won't do it. So fans have had to take it amongst themselves. Take it upon themselves and do it that way. Shit. I wonder if I can just launch myself up here. Yeah. I had a Game Boy Advance, but it was stolen by my ex. No! Do you still have the games for it? Because if you do, you should get what I have, like what I'm playing this on. I can take it out again and show you guys at the end of stream. but this is basically like a fancy Game Boy emulator that I'm using. It's a console. Like it's fully a console, but it's practically an emulator. Do not, he took them as well. Bitch! What a bitch! I would beat him up. That's so sad. I actually still have, like, most, if not all, but most, of my cartridges still to this day. Like, I don't really think I got rid of any. Oh, okay, that's locked. Not sure what character I would need for that. Usually those walls are locked for Knuckles or Amy. Oh, I was just here. But I did not go that way. I went to the right. Extra lives are good. Oh no, I don't like that that was a checkpoint and not the end. Took his best friend instead! Flex. That's funny. Go off. I'm gonna make a save state there just in case something terrible happens. That's funny. Oh yeah, floaty parasol is helping. I just fudged that a little bit. That's nice. Oh. I won. He lost in the end. I think I've showed you guys my, like, Game Boy Advance case. I can't remember. Like, my Game Boy Advance game case. I did. I'm pretty sure I showed it off like, one of the last streams I had. Because from this Etsy shop, I bought these containers for Game Boy games and N64 games. And it's, like, a godsend. It's actually perfect. It's such a good way to, you know, it doesn't display the individual games very well. So, like, when I look at the top of it, it's kind of hard to tell what games I do have. But it's such a good way of storing them and shelving them and preserving them because they also stay covered. And they're stored, like, bottom end down. So, like, you know, the parts that can get damaged are not really out, which is nice. I think I did. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I did. I know I showed off the Game Boy one. I don't know if I showed off the N64 one. That one's also really fun. But I want to get, and I don't think this shop has them, but I want them to make them so bad. I would love it if I could, because I have a bunch of NES cartridges as well. None of them are, like, super crazy. Like, I have the Mario games. I have Mega Man 2, which is actually pretty cool. I have Contra. But then the rest of them are, like, licensed kids games that my parents got because they didn't really know what to get. So, like, I think I have, like, a Sesame Street game. I think I have another, like, kids show game. I forget. But I want that shop to make, like, an NES case version. But right when I thought that they maybe could have, they had a kid. And they were like, I'm closing down the shop for a little while so I can focus on my kid. And I was like, damn. Another one bites the dust. Don't hurt me. Oh my god, I thought I was going to get crushed so hard. So yeah, Cream's little chow. Have you noticed I've just been going like, yeah! And it just goes for it. Shit! That was some poopy pants enemy placement there. Don't hurt me. About making quilts and selling them on Etsy. There's like, I mean, go for it. I honestly think there's like there's a market for anything on Etsy. You know, people are willing to buy from more private shops now. I feel like more than ever. You know, especially if they're well made and have a lot of heart put into them, and I don't know. I definitely think that there's a market out there for that. I found some really cool stuff on Etsy. Like I'm so thankful for these game cases. They're quite literally like some of my favorite things that I've bought for my games, period. Like, let alone just on Etsy, but just like some of my favorite things that I've bought for my games, like at all. They're perfect. They fit on my shelf so well. The people who ran the shop were super duper nice and super communicative. And they're literally all just they're literally just 3D printed. So like, you know, you're basically just paying for the material and the time. Cause like it takes time to print, but like once you design one, you can design a bunch, you know? So like the one that I got them both in purple. Both my Game Boy and my N64 cases are both in purple, but they had like a bunch of different colors because they would just switch out whatever, I don't know what the material is called that you use to 3D print things, but they would just switch out like whatever plastic, for a different color if you wanted it. But I wanted the purple, so I got the purple. I hand stitched them so they're strong? Shoot. Yeah, dude. Like, there's a market for that. There absolutely is. Oh, God. I remember this level. Oh, God. Yup, I'm absolutely using green for this, and I regret nothing. Oh, sweet God. Yup, I remember this one. I remember not playing this level as a kid unless I had to. Yup, if I didn't have green for this, I'd be so dead. Just because cheese is the GOAT. 10,000 individual stitches. Holy shit. And, you know, like, I'm sure that you could charge, you know, based on your time, based on your resources, based on, how long it takes you, what it takes you, and people will buy it. People will absolutely buy it. Because I think more so than just spending money, like people are nervous about spending money, especially on, like, in this current environment. But I think that people are more so just worried about spending money on something that won't last. And if it lasts and if it's strong, then, like, see, that's why I hate this fucking level. One little bop and I'm out. So let's save state here. Yep, it's a good thing I did that. Let's load that. There we go. Quilting is amazing because there's definitely... Oh, absolutely. No, there's absolutely a market for that. I don't know. I think most people would be willing to shell out money for, like, a hand-stitched, well-made quilt versus, like, you know, something shitty on Amazon that's not going to last and is going to smell bad after, like, 2 days. One of my favorites I made. It's all patriotic. That's cool. Did I just find a shortcut? Oh, no, I found a chow. Okay. I'm scared of buying sushi too much. A good blanket is indispensable. That's so true. You know, nothing hits like a good blanket. Like a well-made, well-done blanket. There I go. But we can just load the save state. Yeah, having a, this analog pocket changed my life when it came to Game Boy games. Because, like, having the potential to use a save state on literally any Game Boy game is just priceless. Oh, okay. I have no memory of that time. Although, according to my mom, I think that is the first day I ever swore. Because she was watching the news, and I was like... I think I had just turned 2 when that happened. And according to my mom, she was watching the news and said, "Holy shit," like as she was watching it. And then I said, "Holy shit!" So I was just like predestined to be a hobgoblin, like from a very young age, basically. It's more determination than talent. See, for me, and this is what I always lacked when it came to like craftsy kind of stuff, is I always found that more so than talent, more so than determination, it's patience. And I don't have a ton of that. I don't remember this boss. Just kidding. Yes, I do. Fuck this guy. Hate this guy. Yep, I'm using cream here and I regret nothing. I don't understand how I'm supposed to avoid that. I want the rings. Hey, I pressed A. I don't know why it didn't. Did I win? Oh, yes! It's just literally overlap with each other to ensure its strength and longevity. Shoot. That's impressive. Yeah, no, that's so much patience, I feel like, more than anything. So much patience and so much precision, which I do not have a knack for, either of those things. It's an 8th grade math class. Shoot. Yeah, I was 2. Ripe age of 2. Oh, yes! I remember this boss. Okay, yep. I actually liked this boss a lot. So this is the final, this is like the final boss of the main game. So I guess after this level, we'll cap it here. Oh! I'm sorry, that jump scared me so bad. Holy shit! Welcome! Thank you so much for the raid. We do repairs. Welcome on in.
Okay, so now we'll remember that Riley is weak to poison.
Oh,
because
poor
Raiders
Riley.
Forgot.
Hi. Hi, everybody. Welcome on in. Welcome, Raiders. Thank you so much for being here. We are having a little Sonic Advance 3 stream. If you're enjoying what we do here, if you care to follow us on any of these platforms, YouTube, Instagram, or TikTok, or if you want to join our Discord server, you could do that right on over there. So, yes, welcome on in, everybody. Hi. Am I enjoying my little Sonic stream? I am. Yes. So, this is actually... Oh, shit. This is actually part 3 of the trilogy here. Oh! Well, I just killed him. So this is oh, a bunch of you guys are probably gone for ad break. You're going to pay. Okay, welcome back, everybody. Sorry about the ad there. Yeah, so this was final part of our little Sonic Advance trilogy stream. So I played the first 2 games, and now this game. Literally just sat down, played the whole game, like beginning to end, except for like the special stages and levels and stuff like that. But yeah, We had a good time. We had a good time with these games. For this game especially, I showed this off earlier, but I'll show it off again for the newbies here. So, in case you don't know who we are, we're Friendly Fire 64. We are a duo channel. So I share this channel with my sister Kim. We each individually stream twice a week, and then we stream together on Mondays. So Kim is my older sister, and when I was, I'm pretty sure like 5, she took me to Best Buy. She bought me this Game Boy Advance SP. Boy, still works. It has seen so much love, so many scratches on it. But she bought me this Game Boy Advance and this game, Sonic Advance 3. So this is a nostalgic series for me. Have I played the Sonic Adventure Dreamcast games? So, not on Dreamcast, but I did on GameCube. So, as you probably know, Sonic Adventure and Sonic Adventure 2 both got ported to GameCube, like after the Dreamcast got discontinued. And for a lot of, GameCube era Nintendo fans, that was their introduction to Sonic, which it was absolutely that for me. It was absolutely my introduction to Sonic. Those were some of the first Sonic games I ever played. So, like, yeah, Sonic Adventure 2 on GameCube was probably the first Sonic game that I ever played. I still have it, actually. It's sitting right over there on my shelf. And then later, I got Sonic Adventure, was it Director's Cut, I think? Sonic Adventure DX. I got that I think my cousin gave me her copy, actually, like years and years and years ago. So that one I played much later in life. Later in life. I was probably still a teenager. But I played the first Sonic Adventure, or I played Sonic Adventure 2, like, all throughout my childhood. That's actually kind of a staple game for Kim and I. Dreamcast did not get discontinued in my heart. Yeah, rest in peace. Rest in peace, Sega making consoles. Yeah, so funny. So, yeah, I've kind of always had Sonic games, like, in my life, I guess. Sonic Adventure 2 and this game, Sonic Advance 3, being like the prime examples of them. So for these last few streams, we kind of just marathoned all of Sonic Advance. So I did Sonic Advance 1 in one stream, 2 in one stream, and now just did this in another. So actually, if you are interested, the VODs for them are on YouTube, which I plugged a second ago. So if you go to our YouTube channel, you can find, and so yeah, if you literally just go to our YouTube channel, second playlist down is Matt Plays the Sonic Advance Trilogy, and the first and second games are there. So absolutely there if you are interested. Except now I gotta move this down to completed playthroughs because crazy that we just kind of finished this one today. I was not expecting to be able to just like finish this one today. But now he's gonna be get all the Chaos Emeralds, and like for the last 2 streams I'm gonna go no. No thanks, I'm really okay, thank you. Sonic 3 was my first video game, so I definitely relate to the Sonic core memories part. I'll go get my Sonic collection. 1 second. Okay, I'm back. So, these were like my childhood staple Sonic games. Let me grab them out. This one less so, because fuck Sonic Riders. I hated this game. Even as a kid, I hated this game. But that's besides the point. So I was really introduced to... Okay, I'm going to move us on over to just chatting. I was really introduced to Sonic, or like classic Sonic. I was truthfully introduced to all of that stuff here. Sonic Mega Collection. Because this had Sonic 1, 2, 3, Sonic and Knuckles, Sonic 3D Blast, Sonic Spinball. I think this had Sonic CD. This had a bunch of random Sonic games too. It had a bunch of other just like random Sega games like Flicky. Flicky is like a weird favorite in my family, especially our older brother like loved Flicky. So Sonic Mega Collection was kind of like where I first got introduced to like so many classic Sonic games. And then, you know, the Sonic Adventures classic. So the first one I have played, I don't say I've played it to completion, but I have played it. Especially like Sonic Story and Tails' story, but you know, I don't think I ever made it through like Big the Cat story because I hate fishing in real life, let alone in video games. And then, so Sonic Adventure 1 was not one that I played too often, but Sonic Adventure 2, this game was also kind of like a core childhood staple game. Played this game so often. This is honestly the game where I fell in love with Tails, and that's probably when I should have known I was queer the whole time, is when I was like a Tails simp. And then oh, excuse me. And then this game, for better or for worse, was also such a staple. I loved this game as a kid. Even though going back to it, I've realized that, hey, it's probably not great. In fact, it has a lot of issues. I loved Sonic Heroes. And I still think that there are a lot of aspects of Sonic Heroes that are really clever. But I also think it has a lot of just control issues. So, you know, not a perfect game. And then this game, I remember as a kid begging for this game for Christmas. Begging for it. I wanted it so bad. And then I remember for Christmas that year, I didn't actually end up getting it for my parents, and I was like crushed that I didn't get it. And then we used to do this thing with my family where a few days after Christmas, we would all go down to Long Island, because that's where most of my mom's family were. So we would have like another Christmas celebration basically with extended family. And I ended up getting this game from my grandmother. This horrible, wretched disaster of a game, Shadow the Hedgehog. So bad. It's just atrocious. But I've kept it for all this time because I'm too stubborn, basically. Oh my god. Stop. Is that the song? I just remember Shadow the Hedgehog, whenever you would die, and Shadow would just go, damn, not here. Just like all the times that they would just say damn or hell just to make Sonic edgy for some reason. But Sonic never swore. It was just like Shadow and Knuckles. But there's always still the meme I see going around all the time of Shadow going, where's that damn fourth Chaos Emerald? I loved Shadow the Hedgehog as a kid. Loved it. But I remember once I went back to play it, like, into my adulthood, and I was like, what was I thinking? This game controls like ass. I was like, the level progression is so annoying. Some of the levels themselves are just so annoying. I don't know what I was thinking, because God, it's it's bad. Like, it's really, really dreadful. So like this was my childhood Sonic collection. But then like honestly, I would honestly say like during the Wii era, I really wasn't a fan of Sonic. Like I didn't get like, you know, Secret Rings or what was the fucking Camelot one? The Black Knight, is that what it is? I didn't even get Sonic Colors. Like I think by that point the narrative was already pretty pervasive of like Sonic isn't great anymore. So by that point I was just like kind of out of it. I really didn't get back into Sonic until Sonic Mania. Truthfully, Sonic Mania was kind of what got me back on the Sonic hype train. And if you're a fan of classic Sonic and if you haven't played Sonic Mania, you absolutely should. Sonic Mania is so much fun. I would love for them to do a sequel to Sonic Mania, to do like another iteration of it, because I don't think Superstars was quite what people wanted. But I actually really enjoyed Frontiers for what it was. I don't think it was perfect, but I really enjoyed it for what it was. That's actually another game I've been meaning to go back to now that all the the characters are playable, but I actually 100%ed the game when it came out. So, you know, maybe there's really no need. But what's really funny about Sonic Frontiers is they use like the levels, you know, most of what Sonic Frontiers is overworld exploration and mission completion. But there are like levels within it that you can play. But the levels are all based off of existing Sonic levels. So there was a point where I was playing a level in Sonic Frontiers, and I was like, this is Metal Harbor. I played a lot of Sonic Adventure 2, so I was like, this is literally Metal Harbor. Like, I'm pretty sure this is beat for beat Metal Harbor. And then there was a level I played later that I was like, this is Sonic's Forest level. I was like, this is the level where you have to escape from Sonic Adventure 2 out of the forest in like 8 minutes or less or something. But they just had like chemical plant aesthetic. And I started looking into it and I was like, are these levels in Sonic Frontiers based off of other levels? Literally every single level in Sonic Frontiers is pretty much a direct copy from a different Sonic game. And then I'm pretty sure I ended up stumbling upon ones that was just like City Escape. I think I stumbled upon one that was like Shadows. It's not Pumpkin Hill. It's like Skyrail or something like that. I forget exactly what it's called. But there was one that was just like that. There are a bunch of other levels that are like from Sonic Adventure 1. And I was like, oh boy, we're just reusing levels at this point. It's that sad, isn't it? But I would still like to see a return to Sonic Frontiers formula. I think it'd be really interesting. But yeah, that's kind of my history with the blue guy. And like, you know, yeah, up until like the Switch era, I kind of fell out of love with him, but it's definitely I'm definitely appreciating my nostalgia for Sonic a lot more. Also, Shadow runs on like roller skates or something. That fake hedgehog, yeah, he does. He's got like little I don't really know what they are. I don't really know if they're like roller skates or if they're like little jet feets. Sorry to ask after multiple years, but send a pitch. Yes! Oh my god, and no, you're fine. I haven't had them for multiple years. So this is just kind of like my merch shelf. So like all of my amiibo and stuff are up here. But yeah, these are my kids. So I have an Isabelle Build-A-Bear. This one actually even talks. Hold on, let me move the microphone over so you can hear her. She's got so much to say. I'm obsessed with her. And then yeah, I got a Banjo-Kazooie. I have Toadette and I have Zucker. So those are all my kids. Actually, on Kim's birthday stream, we did a Kim's birthday, we did a Mario Party stream because Kim's birthday was on a Monday, and I gave them all these little party hats. So they all just had little party hats on. Banjo, my beloved. Yeah, Kim and I are both big Banjo people. Well, Banjo-Kazooie 1 people. I'll say that. Because Kim actually played Banjo-Tooie. That was one of her first games on stream. And she had a tough time. I've never played Banjo-Tooie. And I've maybe put like 30 minutes into nuts and bolts and was like, this is insufferable. I can't do this anymore. But I actually, one of my like new core memories was playing Banjo-Kazooie on Switch when it first came to Switch and using the N64 controller to play. That was such a lovely little core memory. And it's just so nice having Banjo on Switch. It's so nice having it there. Sorry, I'm pretty sure. Oh yeah, wasn't it? Oh yeah, my memory deceives me. There was only one. LOL. Actually, I would really like to get the Banjo game that they made for Game Boy Advance. It's called like Gruntilda's Revenge or something like that. It is it's like kind of like a 3D platformer. I mean, it's on the Game Boy Advance, so it's limited. It's like a top-down platformer, if that makes sense. But I've actually heard it's pretty fun. I would like to get a copy of it somewhere. It's just like, you know, genuine Game Boy Advance cartridges are really hard to find now, so most of the things that you find are like reproduction cartridges, which I'm okay with getting, but like I'd rather get a real one if I could, just because I'm a nerd. But I also think it's something I could emulate fairly easily if I wanted to, so I would have to look. I don't really have like a Game Boy Advance emulator on my computer. I do have Dolphin on my computer though, which is awesome. I actually should look into what games I could stream on Dolphin, because I bet I could do like a Sonic Advance 2 or a Sonic Adventure 2 stream on Dolphin. That would be really fun. Wow. Okay. I've just been like talking about Sonic now for like 20 minutes. Only ever tried that game as an adult and did not have that much fun with it. Shadow the Hedgehog. Yeah, it's bad. It's bad. I think even as a kid I knew it was bad, but I was like in denial of it being bad. I think I was just having too much fun with just like being a child and playing whatever the fuck you want, cuz like I don't know, you don't really realize how bad games are when you're a kid. So I was just like in it for the memes more than anything. Sorry. I'm looking to see if there is anyone I might want to send us off to. Let me... Nah, maybe not tonight. Especially because I probably want to get ready to go to bed. Okay, I was considering raiding, but I was considering spreading the raid love, but I'm getting tired, so it might be not great for me to like raid and then just like not be involved in any of the chatting. So so maybe not for this evening, but that is a-okay. But thank you all so much for being here, for joining me, for chatting with me, for keeping me entertained, for you know, a lot of the things we were chatting tonight were like fairly heavy and like fairly serious. So I thank you guys for being, you know, real and deep and just appreciative of our conversations tonight. And you know, as for what we've got coming up on our docket, you know, this was a really, really crazy like marathon of these games, you know, to just be able to sit down and marathon these really nostalgic games for me. And I'm thankful that that you guys joined me for it. So let's see, today's Wednesday. So on Sunday, I'm gonna do another Zumbini stream because Sunday's Easter Sunday. I know that a bunch of people will probably not be as around for Easter Sunday, and Zumbini streams are just going to be silly little one-off things. So, like, you know, I'm not expecting that to be super duper hoppin', and I'd rather start a new game on Wednesday. So then Sunday we'll play Zumbinis, and then Wednesday we're going to start Earthbound. We're going to start our Earthbound playthrough. So I'm really looking forward to that. I would also really appreciate some help when it comes to Earthbound. If, you know, if people know Earthbound at all, I encourage you to come through and backseat, because I'm sure that I'm going to be clueless when it comes to Earthbound. So I'd be very thankful if we could get any kind of assistance there. But yeah, that's going to be it for me tonight. So, quick little thank yous. I want to thank Orty for his gift sub that he gave to my mom. Thank you so much for gift subbing for my mom. And We Do Repairs, want to thank you so much for bringing your community over here. We're super, super thankful. And thank you so much for jump scaring me real good with that raid. That was so funny. Yeah. As for me, I'll see you guys either hopping around in Kim's chat tomorrow night. Kim is doing Horizon Zero Dawn tomorrow night at 9. So I'll see you guys there, or I will see you guys hopping around on Sunday, or whenever. But I'll plug these things just in case. If you want to stay updated with everything that we're doing, if you want to chat with some of the people that you've seen in here tonight, you could join our Discord right here. Or if you're on YouTube, Instagram, or TikTok, if you want to see like the collection of content that we have, whether they be full videos, VODs on YouTube, or just like clips and stuff on Instagram and TikTok, you can find all of our socials and stuff at our links right there. So yeah, thank you all so much for being here with us tonight. But I will, I'll catch you guys later. I don't really know if I have anything to say, so I'm just going to keep waving until it feels right. I love you guys so much. Thank you for being here.